This is my reflections video for Module 7. The question asks, after watching the lecture and reading the articles, describe your thoughts towards online learning at the K-12 level. Do you think it's appropriate for students to complete online learning, and what parameters should be in place? I think it's completely appropriate for students to learn this because there's so many more opportunities for them to use online learning, whether it's in college or so many schools are starting to offer that even at the K-12 level, that I think that it's important that they start doing that now. The reason that I think it's so important is because I do believe that our society is moving more toward a flipped classroom where the learning is going to be done online and then the assignments will be done in class, where there's more opportunity for hands-on type of learning. And I think that's really something that's very necessary for that to start happening. I think that type of learning is more natural and helps students to make meaning of what they learn more easily. What parameters should be in place? I think that one thing that's important is that it starts to free up the teacher's time. If you can use technology to grade things, and you can use technology to monitor whether students actually met the criteria for the reading or the practice, I think that's what's necessary. Teachers are so overwhelmed with all of the responsibilities on them that I think we have the technologies, let's use them. Do you think every state should require students to complete an online course prior to high school graduation? Yes. You know, it's important for them to know how this is done, especially as they go on for further education. There is kind of a learning curve to doing this, and it takes the mystery out of it, so they aren't afraid to try when they're being graded right away. So I think that, yes, it's very important. Seems that the things that I was reading about and seeing videos about was talking about how online learning is growing so much, and I think that's just going to continue, so I think definitely they need to take one prior to graduation. Describe your experience working with the LMS. Which system did you choose to work with and why? I chose Canvas. I just liked the way it looked, and I watched a little video about it, and you could see that they could just drop and drag so that if something wasn't exactly where they wanted it, or they could create a new module and move one lesson to the other module. It was really, I thought, kind of interactive. What did I like or dislike about the system? It was trickier than it looked like in the original video that I watched. And as I started trying to create lessons and things with it, I was getting just a little bit frustrated because I guess I don't really know what I'm doing, and it was harder than I thought. I thought that I could just search within Canvas and find other lessons and games and things, and it wasn't that easy. And then I thought, well, okay, now I can just paste links in there, which I was able to do. But I guess I wanted it to be more full of pictures and games that were just right there, that didn't look like I had to link to everything. And I suppose I could probably get that, but it would take me some time to figure it out. I actually was confused about the assignment and did like a whole module to teach students about angles, like introduction to angles. So it took me quite a while to do, and then I realized, oh, I wasn't supposed to do that much, but it was a good learning experience, so I liked it. And I think it does look I was kind of impressed that it looked as good as it did. And how could you use the LMS as a future educator? Well, when I think of college facilitators and how they're able to create these modules for us to learn from, I imagine that's similar to what I was doing. because they would paste in links and paste in information, and I was able to paste in one image. And if you put a lot more time into it, then I think you, or knew the system better so that it didn't take quite so much time, then you could make something else that's really cool too. So I definitely see that this could be helpful. I wish that I knew it better. It wouldn't have taken me quite so much time to do. So as a future educator, I could see that being a helpful thing. And that's all.